Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells. Thank you for coming back for another video. And just a short video this time, a what to sell item that you may not be aware of that could be high profit depending on what you find and how much you pay. And the item is called Otagiri. Usually you're going to see mugs or pottery or stoneware. So let me give you a quick history about the item. If you have not heard of this is definitely one that you want to put on your look for list because it is easy to spot in the sea of all the stuff on the shelves at the thrift store. So, what is Otagiri? It is a name many collectors recognize. It's actually a trademark. The company name is Otagiri Mercantile Company, or OMC. The company was an importer and distributor of porcelain, stoneware, and giftware in the San Francisco area for more than 46 years. The products were made in Japan and were imported for distribution and sold to high-end department stores and gift shops. Otagiri products were handcrafted and hand painted, and that's the important part is because they were handmade. The company hired talented artisans to design its products. Among the artists who designed the products, and they give you a whole list of people that you may or may not know. Um, the products were designed for Gibson Greetings and San Francisco Music Box Company. And you probably heard me talk about San Francisco Music Box Company on my snow globe video, which there's a link to that above if you want more information there. There is very little verifiable information about Otagiri. The best source of information the writer found is the corporate records of Enesco, the company that purchased Otagiri in 1994, and they have very limited corporate records of Otagiri. The Enesco company history describes OMC as a veteran of the giftware industry for 47 years. And then it just goes on to talk about trademarks. And in September of 1994, Enesco's worldwide giftware group paid $3.5 million for the business assets and inventories as well as its trademarks. OMC was identified as a privately held giftware company located in San Francisco, California. Enesco indicated in its acquisitions information that the Otagiri product line will be sold and accounts service from Enesco Giftware. So that's just a little history for you. So, what is it? Um, it's very easy to identify. Some of the pieces look very plain. So, what I've got here is just the keyword Otagiri and all categories because it's really spread out over collectibles, housewares, pottery, and glass. It's in a lot of different categories. And I also included both used and new because you may find it that way if you're going to estate sales or even in thrift stores. So, like if we look at this particular one, this looks very plain. This doesn't look like, a crazy um, animal orgy mug or, Far Side cartoon. It's just very plain, but you can see the little speckles on it. And that is what Otagiri, one thing it's known for is the stoneware. So you can see there, this is um, a few different pieces, a casserole, covered casserole dish, some plates, and here is the name on the bottom, Otagiri, Japan. And this sold for, it's a 21 piece dinner set that sold for $175. So if you're into that, selling big sets of dinnerware, I certainly wouldn't want to ship that, but that's just me. You could always put local pickup on this or try it on a Facebook group as well. But let's get down into the more identifiable pieces. There's some things I wanted to show you about the mugs that and like cookie jars and that type of thing. You'll see that the patterns on the side are raised. It's like they're three-dimensional. So see how it has a texture here? That's what's easy to identify in the thrift store when you're looking at all these different things, especially if you're new and everything looks the same. Um, this is what you want to focus on are things that you can pick out quickly and that are have a distinct, unique look to them. there's a lot to learn about selling on eBay as far as policies and changing rules and all that kind of stuff. But the basic thing you need to know is what to sell. So that's why I like to focus on these videos about how to find things to sell, because that is the foundation for this entire business. And plus, the other stuff's kind of boring, and I like to do videos on pretty items that you can actually find to sell. So here is another set of mugs. Otagiri does a lot of owls. You'll notice that's one of their main themes, and I'm not sure if that's a Japanese connection. If you know that, I would love to hear your comments. I didn't research that far into it, but they do have owls on a lot of their items. So this is just something that is very unique looking. You can see the texture on the outside of all the pieces. This is just a cute tea set with a sugar and creamer, just very adorable. Um, I love owls, but I don't need more stuff in my house. So this sold for $65. Who knows what the person paid for it? But that's the kind of thing you'll see at estate sales. So let me just go back here and let's look at mugs only, since I know a lot of you are into that. They're easy to store, they don't take up a whole lot of room, but I wanted to show you some of the distinct Otagiri pieces that so that you can recognize them when you're looking through all the mugs. Whoops. Let's get down here to the pictures. So you can see here that they have the speckled look to them, the stoneware look. And that's what's going to help you identify them in the with all the other mugs mixed in, because they have this the speckles on them. Okay, so there's one, and then there's others that have the raised designs like this. This will help you identify them as well. These sold for six mugs sold for $49.94, and you can see they have that raised design on them, so that will help you pick them out quickly. Because I know a lot of you get short on time. You only have 30 minutes to run in the thrift store on your way to pick up the kids, or on your way home from work, or whatever you're doing. And that's what we want to learn, is what we can find quickly that is high value. Obviously, you're not going to make $1 million selling coffee mugs on eBay, but a lot of times you can get these for 25 cents, and if you can sell them for $25, to me, that's worth it. It's a huge profit. These are pretty easy to ship. They don't take up a lot of room, and they are popular. People collect them. So here's another example with chickadees, birds on the side of the mugs. These are in great condition, and there is the Otagiri logo on the bottom with the pretty four-petaled flower. So let's look at a couple more. Yeah, again, you'll also see beach nautical type stuff, lighthouses. There's one with whales, and so this one is a beach scene, but you can see on the handles there it has the speckled uh, stoneware look to it, and then the beautiful painting. Let's see if they have a picture of they don't have the logo on here, so I'm not sure how they're knowing that it's Otagiri, unless it's just the style. I would be careful with that. Unless it has the logo on the bottom, I wouldn't call it Otagiri, but apparently this person did their research, and hopefully they know that that's what this is. But me, I always go by the logo on the bottom, because then your customer can't question it. There it is. It's right on the item, whether it's the tag on a piece of clothing that says it's 100% silk, 100% cashmere, or the brand name on the bottom. So here's one more that has the raised design, where you could feel that it's three-dimensional. It's like actually carved into the mug. And then we've got the handle with the distinct brown speckled look to it. And let's see, there's the logo on the bottom. So anyway, just another item to look for. Would love your comments if you have found this item. Was this new to you? And if you know anything about this company, because there really is very little information on it on the internet. I did look for a while to try to find the history of the company, and there's just not a lot there. So, anyway, love your comments as usual. Thank you so much for watching, and have a profitable and productive day on eBay. See you next time.